Okay, so another popular tool, that is PlayWright, and we have many functional tools are there. Selenium is one of well established tool in the market, no doubt in that. But why do you need other tools then if there is a Selenium? Always competition, right? So bigger companies will develop their own tool and they will showcase their work. So same way Microsoft developed this PlayWright tool, and it is giving a lot of better features than Selenium. So what are better features are, and how do you understand that? So Selenium, right? Selenium will support multiple browsers, multiple operating systems, multiple programming languages, multiple unit testing frameworks, and open source and freeware, right? That's why it is very, very popular. Same way the PlayWright also doing the same thing. So see, basically you can do end-to-end testing for modern web applications. Modern web applications means front-end applications, even microservices also you can do automation with the PlayWright. Even mobile application testing also little bit they are supporting, but in the coming days definitely it will come. But let's see what are all the main advantages. It enables end-to-end testing for modern web applications, and also service-based testing, that is API testing also you can do with PlayWright. So this feature you don't have in Selenium, right? API testing you cannot do with Selenium. So that is extra feature you are getting in the PlayWright. And application support, different web browser applications, mobile web applications, API testing you can do with the PlayWright. That's the first point. And it is a open source. So free and open source. Who developed the PlayWright? Microsoft. And what are the different languages it supports? JavaScript, TypeScript, Java, Python, .NET. Even Selenium also supports JavaScript, Java, Python, .NET or C#, Ruby extra, right? Selenium supports Ruby, but this is not yet added, they will add. But so there you don't have a TypeScript support in Selenium, but here you have extra TypeScript. So browsers, so Chromium, WebKit, Firefox. See, the WebKit means a Safari browser. So on the Windows Safari browser it will support. Okay, and this, all this Chromium means Chrome browser, Edge browser. So if you want, just type here what are the Chromium browsers. Opera browser, all these are Chromium, they comes under Chromium browsers. So Chromium browsers. See, Chromium browsers means Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Samsung Internet, Opera, Brave, Vivaldi. Oh, I never heard this, but yeah, these are the things we mostly hear, right? All these, and even you will use only these two, and Opera. Okay, so these are the Chromium browsers. All these Chromium browsers supported by a PlayWright. And WebKit, Safari browser, it supports Firefox in headed mode, headless mode. Headed mode means the browser will open. Headless mode means without browser also you can run. All in headless mode it will support, and headed mode also it supports. OS supporting. So this also Selenium also support, but so both headed and headless mode. Here PlayWright also supports. There is no extra here. OS, so it will support Windows, Mac, Linux, support CA runs, same as so Selenium. So there is no much difference. But what extra is the difference is, so we'll discuss one by one. So there is a website for the Playwright, simply playwright.dev. Type playwright.dev and this is the one. See, it gives automatically. Chrome, Edge, Firefox, Safari. All these browsers are supported. So, and if you see this, the Node.js, Python, Java, .NET, all these languages are supported. So, Node.js means both TypeScript and JavaScript. So that's a Node.js means JavaScript and TypeScript. Python, Java, .NET. Okay. Selenium also supports JavaScript, Python, Java, C#, Ruby extra. Here TypeScript extra. Okay. So this is the website you will get lot of documentation, nice documentation they maintained. So and we'll discuss all these points one by one. So don't worry and let's go on to what are the different features of Playwright. It's a free and open source tool. What is mean by open source? Open source means you can also contribute if you want, add some extra new features and you can contribute to that Playwright APIs. You can add extra code if you want. Multi-browser support, multi-language support, multi-OS support. Easy setup and configuration. Very easy to configure and set up this Playwright. And it's so you can do functional and API testing along with the accessibility testing also. So accessibility testing, but you have to do with some third-party tools, third-party plugins you have to add. But yeah, you can do accessibility testing. So accessibility testing is a very, very important for all the web applications. So why this is important is, if you don't follow the accessibility guidelines, AA guidelines, accessibility guidelines, there are different levels, are A level, AA level, AAA level, different levels will be there. If you don't follow, the government is going to sue them. So it's a bigger issue. Okay, that's why every website must follow the accessibility guidelines. What is accessibility testing? So accessibility testing means your application should be accessible to all kind of people. All kinds of people means even blind, dumb, and physically challenged. All kinds of people should be able to access. So that kind of provision your application is providing or not, that will be tested in the accessibility testing. Okay, so and this is one of the famous testing and mandatory testing while doing a web application testing. And built-in reports, that's a very, very cool feature. You can add a custom reports, you can add a built-in reports, automatically it is there. When you run the test script, you will get a report automatically. But this feature you don't have in Selenium. See the differences, you can easily catch the differences. So report is a bigger problem in Selenium. You have to depend on TestNG or extend report somewhere, right? Third-party reporters you have to use, but here built in Playwright. Maybe Selenium also might add that soon. Yeah, that's one bigger advantage over the Selenium here. You can add custom reports also if you want, allure reports and extend reports if you want, you can add to the Playwright. So and also it supports CI/CD and Docker support is there. So that's another thing, and you can easily do the parallel testing. So generally in Selenium, if you want to do parallel testing, you have to use a TestNG, right? And you have to configure that in TestNG. But here You don't need just one configuration in the package.json or your playwright.config one file will be there. There you just put parallel through, automatically it will run parallel. I'll show you that. Okay, so very cool feature, this parallel testing. So it will run on all the browsers, so automatically. That's the great advantage with this playwright. And auto wait, this is another cool feature you don't have in Selenium. Selenium, you have to add wait commands, right? Implicit wait, explicit wait, fluent wait. These three types of wait commands you have to add in your code. Explicitly you need to write, otherwise your test case will fail. But in Playwright and Cypress, that automatically waits for the element. That's auto wait is there in the Playwright. That's another cool feature in Playwright which doesn't have in Selenium. So built-in assertions, yes. So Selenium, you don't have assertions. You have to depends on the framework, either JUnit or TestNG, assert equals, assert true, assert false. You have to depend on the framework, right? But here inbuilt assertions are there. All inbuilt assertions are available in Playwright. That's another good thing. See, you can see the lot of differences, right? So by seeing the features itself, we can catch. So why is Playwright is becoming popular? Okay, and multi-tab, multi-window testing, easily you can do that. So that's a good feature here. There you have to first get all the window IDs, then you have to switch to particular window. That's a headache. A lot of code you have to write. But here it's very easy to do that. We'll see that. And you can handle frames, Selenium also supports, and shadow DOM, Selenium also supports. But shadow DOM handling is a very easy in Playwright. So simple, very simple. That's another cool feature, this one, handling the shadow DOMs. So test parameters, so handling the parameters for the test methods, easily you can do. And another good thing, emulate the mobile devices. So I don't know how many of you are aware of mobile testing. There is emulations and simulation, right? So emulate the mobile devices means on the Chrome browser you can put in the mobile format, right? So that's the emulation. That kind of emulation you can do with this Playwright. So these are and another one, faster execution than Selenium. Very faster. So that's another good thing in Playwright. Any questions till now? Still there are many, so many cool features are there. Let's go and discuss here. So these are all I discussed, right? Cross browser testing, cross platform, cross language, mobile web app, and auto wait we discussed, web first assertions. This is the one, another cool feature, tracing. When you run your test case, you have to see which time frame what happened. The tracing you can find out here in the Playwright. Configure a test retrace strategy easily with this, and also capture execution trace and videos, screenshots to eliminate a flakiness. So flakiness means one time it will pass, one time it will fail, right? All this you can trace it out, why it is failing. Easy to debug with this tracing feature. So and you can see, okay, even with it will show this videos are there and screenshots also will be there, and each time frame you can find out what is happening each time frame. So that's this tracing good feature in Playwright. That's why people will love this Playwright compared to Selenium. And yeah, most of the browsers is common here and there. tabs, and these are all common even in Selenium. So events, trusted events. You can mouse over on elements easily. You can interact with the dynamic web elements, and also PlayWright uses a real browser input pipeline. So to distinguish the which user is accessing, and also parallel execution you can do very easily. And also another thing is you can maintain a state, like you can log in once, and you can continue that same state for all the test cases. So you don't need to every time log in and log out, you don't need to do that. So that state context you can maintain in PlayWright very easily. That's another good thing. And we already discussed frames and shadow DOMs. Easily you can handle that. Very cool feature. So, and this also I covered. And code gen, powerful tools are there inside the PlayWright. Like you have in Selenium IDE for recording, right? To record your automation test flow, you will use Selenium IDE. You can record, and a recorded script you can export to different languages. That's I have shown you in the Selenium IDE. I don't know how many of you remembered. Same kind of feature, but better feature they provided with a code gen. Code gen will generate the test cases by recording your actions. Like this is the cool feature. Why it is? Two windows will open. One, a browser window for application. Another one is a recording where your script will record. Both will be side by side. It will open, and you can see you do the actions on the browser. Every action that will be automatically a script will be generated on the another window. So that's the advantage with this code gen. To generate, you don't need to write a code. You can generate the code, and you can convert to which language you want. So that's that. This the code gen is a very, very cool feature. So, and also another good thing, PlayWright inspector. So you can inspect the page, and you can generate the selectors like locators. You can, so which locator you want, you can pick up easily from that inspector, PlayWright inspector, another tool. So there are a lot of tools they provided. Another good thing is trace viewer. I already discussed here a trace viewer, right? This is the trace viewer is a very, very good feature for debugging. If your test case fails, Selenium you have to struggle, right? A lot of struggle you have to do there to find out why it is failing. All this difficult to find out. But here with the screenshots, videos, and time travel, you can see which time what is happening. You can easily find out with this trace viewer. Capture all the information to investigate the test failures. That means debugging is very easy. And this, I love this feature, really very, very cool feature. And another one, I love this one because easily you can generate, you do the actions, and just copy paste your code into your IDE tool. So that's why it is a very nice feature. Okay. PlayWright trace contains test execution screencast, live DOM snapshots, action explorer, test source, and many more. See which time what happened. Even you can see the screencast. That means screen by screen and element by element you can see very easily. And what time what happened, you can just drag and drop, and you can see what this time what happened, and it will show for you very clearly. And that's the cool feature of this PlayWright, this trace viewer. Easy to trace the failure and issues with this trace viewer concept. These are the powerful tools in PlayWright. Are we good? And also you can see all the which language you want. Node.js you select and go to docs. So easily you can see all the documentation. So every language you have a documentation. So they provided very nicely. See that? Java. So you see Java, you have to write a lot of code. That's why I want to switch to JavaScript and TypeScript, because Java you have to write so much code, and this is the lot of code you have to write. But in JavaScript and simple one liner, it will be done. You can navigate directly to your web page. That's the simple thing in JavaScript and TypeScript. So I love this really with the JavaScript. I did a journey with Java long, but once I moved to JavaScript and TypeScript, I'm really loving that programming languages. So you also, because next generation, all IT applications are moved to JavaScript and TypeScript. All modern web applications are developed with JavaScript and TypeScript only. So TypeScript is another popular language for the front-end development. So you better learn JavaScript and TypeScript. So leave the Java, you know Java already. So switch to some other languages. That's always keep learning. It really helps you. So don't stay back in one programming language. Always explore new programming languages, new tools. That's gonna first base is Selenium. So then you move to PlayWright. Then Cypress. Cypress is another tool which really helps you a lot. Another popular tool in the market. But so it doesn't have the features like Selenium and PlayWright, but it has a good features. That one also very good tool, that Cypress also. Okay, so Cypress really helps you a lot. Fast execution, auto waits are there, and easy to write the code, but that it supports only JavaScript and TypeScript only. That's another bigger problem there. Okay, and yeah, any questions till now? Let's move on to the few more comparisons. This is the one I want to give a comparison: Selenium versus PlayWright versus Cypress differences. So this is the common interview question people are asking. So that's why I want to add this thing. Browser support, you already know. We just discussed already Chromium, WebKit, and Firefox. So PlayWright supports all these browsers, and Safari also supports Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Safari, and Opera browser it supports. But Cypress supports only these three browsers: Chrome, Firefox, Edge only. So it won't support other browsers. Programming languages, PlayWright supports Java, Python, JavaScript, TypeScript, C#, and Selenium supports Java, C#, Python, Ruby, JavaScript. So all these languages are supported by Selenium. And Cypress supports only JavaScript and TypeScript. That's a drawback, right? Only. So this is basically this is the mainly modern web application testing purpose this is used, and it's faster. And so even if you know the Cypress, there is an opportunity in the AtMax company for Airbnb client. That's what I'm telling people. So if you have a bandwidth, keep learning, keep pushing. All these three tools must be in your skill set, so that definitely you will get a job in any one of them. And OS, Windows, Mac, and Linux, all three will support all platforms. Headless mode, yes, you can run your test case in headless mode with PlayWright, and Selenium and Cypress also supports this feature. Cross-browser testing, yes, you can do cross-browser testing with PlayWright, with Selenium, and also with Cypress. So parallel execution, all three will support parallel execution. You can do parallel execution. It's all how you configure your nodes, right? Different nodes, how you configure. Then automatically these tools will support uh, parallel execution. So auto waits, PlayWright has auto waiting concept. Selenium doesn't have that. And even Cypress has auto wait concept. It will wait. And multi-tab and multi-window, and Selenium supports, and PlayWright also supports. And this is the bigger drawback in Cypress. Multiple tabs, multiple windows support is not there. It's a very difficult. You cannot open in another tab any link or anything, and you cannot switch because it directly works on the browser. It won't switch. So that's a bigger drawback here. They have to overcome this issue. And real-time execution. So that is this real-time test execution means basically executing on the CA environment. There is a Cypress runner is there in the Cypress tool. We don't have that kind of facility in the PlayWright and Selenium. So you can open this Cypress runner and you can execute there your test case, and with the flow and the steps and all the network calls, everything will be shown to you very clearly. But that is a paid version. So they made paid version. Cypress Cloud also another paid version is there. But yeah, so this is the one of the great feature in Cypress. So debugging is a very cool with PlayWright and Cypress. I love this debugging concept here, but with Selenium you should have a clear logging mechanism, otherwise it's difficult in Selenium, I feel that. But as a programmer, you know how to trace it out, and Selenium also, but good. But this is the very easy with the different tools. Trace viewer in PlayWright really helps you to debug very nicely. And here also this one Cypress also, you have a Cypress runner, and that will help you a lot. But one I don't like in Cypress is so it doesn't give the exact page, the line number and thing. It is giving a different, I don't know exactly that something it is giving a line numbers. It will give a file name, your test case file name, but it is giving a line numbers or character numbers. I don't know. It's giving a bigger number. I really doesn't like that. So in Selenium, you will get exact line number, right? For which line you are getting an issue. But this is not there in Cypress. That's what I'm getting complex here to triage here in the debugging time. That's what my real experience I'm telling here. And this is easy, straightforward. It will tell you which line you are getting a trouble. And here also you will get a nicely, and you can track it an exact line number. So an API testing you can do with the PlayWright, and Selenium doesn't support. Another good thing here is Cypress supports both front end and API testing. That's another good thing with the Cypress. Okay, that's why these two tools many companies are preferring, but all this which tool is good we'll discuss in the bottom. Okay, which tool you can choose, and better one among these three. So, and community support means the blogger and also more content and support. So this is just a growing. PlayWright is just growing because it came to the market in just last 2 years only. And even Cypress also growing community. Last 2 years onwards only it is growing now. But it's a Selenium is well established already, well established. A lot of info you have, so much info, better support is there. So that's why people are but slowly migrating from Selenium to here, but still Selenium is a good tool. I cannot say it's a, but compared to the PlayWright, slightly lagging. Other than that, Selenium is a very good tool, and can be used with the popular frameworks like Jest, Mocha frameworks. You can use PyTest for Python, right? You can use multiple frameworks here, and here also you can use language-wise frameworks are there in Selenium, but in Cypress you have only Mocha framework, so that is the one. And performance-wise, PlayWright is, I love this, and Cypress. Performance-wise, Selenium is not that much good. So, but this also good. It runs, yeah. But so I love PlayWright and Cypress. Speed and faster execution. These two are better tools than Selenium. So no doubt in that. So I'll show you that. You all know the Selenium, but we'll see how faster it is. You can get it. Okay. So then we'll discuss. Maybe tomorrow we'll discuss. I have another meeting. Once we start this, we cannot. Tomorrow we'll do this, this installation and everything. So all this I'll explain. What are all the prerequisites we need? I'll explain. Tomorrow we'll meet 17. I have another meeting, so that's why I need some break, at least 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. See you tomorrow then. Any questions?
You cannot take break, Ramesh. Break is not for you.
Yeah.